Hey guys, Captain Foley here from Trekyards. That's right. And I'm here just to hang out with you guys and chat about the just this past Trekyards Vegas. Well, not Trekyards Vegas, Star Trek Las Vegas. Trekyards was there, however. Um, of course, we'll be doing. I did a full captain's log, which is actually almost 2 hours long, just footage and stuff, behind the scenes stuff that we were doing there. Some really cool stuff. There's also some videos that Samuel, Magical Pug 2004. I don't remember you, Magical Pug. I don't. Captain Foley, we did not meet, and I was there. What? Well, we were all over the place. So, tomorrow at 12 o'clock, the captain's log will be coming out. Um, it's already up on the Captain Foley personal channel if you want to check it out. If not, you got to wait till tomorrow for the Trekyards release, and you can see where we were and what we're doing and all that. We got some interviews, we got some great footage for you guys, some cool stuff, some good videos are going to be coming out of this in the end, and yeah. So I was just sitting here and thought, why not do a quick video chatting with you guys. You might have questions about Vegas, whatever. I got my little Vegas sign. Question. Yes, go ahead, Magical Pug. Hey, Cap, I'm gotta go for a bit, but we'll be back soon. Thanks, Jeff. Everyone hit like. Yes, everyone hit like, please. I don't know how many people are here. Probably not that many. Like I said, it was very impromptu. 10 people watching. Wow, that's amazing. 10 of you are amazing people. Magical Pug. Question. Well, go ahead. And he says, Captain Foley. I'm waiting. Loved the chat with Douglas Turnbull. Trimble. Yes. Magical Pug 2004. Have you heard of the Lynx class starship? I mean, probably. Let me just take a quick look. Yes, I've heard of the Lynx class starship. That's this fancy fellow. Oh, time ship prototype right there. So yes, I have heard of it. Nigel says Trekyards going to have to ask the commander what costs are like. Thinking about saving up to go next year. You have to go next year. It's awesome. SC Scout guy, I'm here, Stuart. My co-workers are wondering what the hell I'm doing though. Well, don't be called a nerd for watching. Hello, Cap. Welcome home. Thank you, Ron. But yeah, like I said, the captain's log, which is 2 hours long. It's a long one, but it's got a lot of behind the scenes footage of what went on. Mark Lawrence, status update, sir. Mailing tubes for U.S. destination are sent. I need to fill forms for international tubes. Yeah, I know international tubes are a bitch, but thank you, Mark, and keep us posted as far as what we need to send your way as far as that goes. And again, Mark Lawrence did a fantastic job of taking care of us while we were there. So thank you very much, Mark, and glad to see you here on the live. We had a great time. I had a really fun trip. Generally, when I get back from these trips, the night I get back, I'm very, snippy, irritated, just tired in general. The night I got back this time, I was in a good mood. I was happy. My last flight was delayed by about half an hour, 45 minutes, which wasn't a big deal. But I did get in a lot later than I wanted to as a result. But I was well rested. I enjoyed my time there, and it was great. So, yeah, as I was saying, over on the Captain Foley personal channel, the log is already up. If you guys want to go check it out tomorrow, it'll be released as our Saturday release. It is a long one, and I apologize. There is still a lot of footage. Not a lot, not nearly as much footage that Samuel got with his phone that I'm going to edit together into a smaller kind of Vegas mission log supplemental thing, because it's actually more interactions between Samuel and myself. My log is a lot of who we were interviewing, kind of behind the scenes shots of that, walking the floor, the dealer floor, and things of that nature. So there's a lot of footage for you guys to sift through and have fun with. So yeah. Star Trek Theory. Did you interview many of the actors? How does that work? Do you need to pay for those? Star Trek Theory, we did interview quite a few of the actors. Um, Offhand, I'd say probably 16 or so. Not so much some of the bigger names, but we got a lot of the other ones, which if you watch the Captain's Log, you'll see who we basically interviewed, because they're pretty much all in there. We got a chance to interview Rod Roddenberry, and just some really great interviews that were really good. You don't have to pay for them. We just went up and asked if they were willing to be interviewed. Some were not. Others were like, well, you gotta check with my manager and all this. But so that's where we are with that. Stuart, does your side feel better now that you're back home? Yes, it absolutely does. It actually felt better the last day of the trip. Actually, the last 2 days of the trip, it felt a lot better. I think it was just because I was dehydrated. Because when I go to these conventions, when I go on trips, I notice I get this pain when I go on trips and things. And that's just because I'm so focused on everything else, I don't think to stop and get a drink or to stop and eat. And I think it might have been dehydration. Because TMI here, but I was very constipated that night as well. So I think it might have something to do with that. Now, I don't want to get into it all. I'm feeling tons better, so don't worry about that. The pain is gone. So thank you for asking, and thank you for caring, guys. It's awesome. Captain Ron Phillips says, how was the anniversary with the Admiral? Yes, it was our anniversary last night, and it was great. We went to a place in London here called Bertoli's, which is a nice Italian restaurant, and had some fantastic food. Italian, can't go wrong with that. And we had a good time. We're continuing the festivities tonight because she had to get up early for work this morning, so we didn't do much last night. But tonight we have a few things planned, romantic things, so we're going to see how that goes. I'm feeling a little more tired today than I was yesterday. I had to get up early today because my friend Greg was coming through from Michigan to Toronto. He was going to a concert, and he stopped by this morning, so we hung out for about 2 hours. And so I had to get up earlier than I generally would, which is not a big deal. I really enjoyed that. So, yeah, I mean, the anniversary went well, so thank you for asking. Fleet Puff Swiftback. Oh, geez, I walk in when Cap says he's constipated. I was constipated, not anymore. Awesome. Hope you guys loved it. We did. We had a great time. Like I said, check out the video. There's a lot of cool footage, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of fun stuff we did. Met some fantastic, great people. Tons of Trekyards fans. And everybody had the same thing to say. Love your show. Love your fair and balanced approach. Love the way you deal with things and the positivity that you guys have. It's not all negative. So that was great to hear. And Samuel got selfies with all the fans that came up to us and said hi. A lot of people I know recognized us but didn't say anything, and that's kind of a shame. I wish they would have come up and said hi, but that's okay. But yeah, it was a great time. Really had fun. So Gareth says, yes, continue the festivities, Captain. Happy anniversary. Well, thank you. We can stay up late tonight, so happy belated anniversary, Captain and Admiral. Well, thank you. I will film for you next year at STLV, says Devin Larson. Well, maybe. That'd be good. I don't know if Mark Lawrence is going to be going or helping us out next year again, but I certainly plan on going myself, perhaps with Sylvia. Maybe she'll come with me. Samuel's not sure if he's going to be going yet, but it's still very early. It just ended, so who's to say what's going to happen? But I would really like to go next year for sure. It was such a great time. We got so much great footage and stuff for you guys, so many great interviews and things coming that you guys, I think, are going to be really excited and happy that we went. And as I said, on the Captain Foley personal channel, the Captain's Log is up now. If you're waiting for it on the Trekyards channel, if you're not subscribed to the Captain Foley personal channel, it'll be out tomorrow around noon. It is long. It is just under 2 hours long. I didn't want to break it up into a two-parter because I find that people generally don't watch part 2 of something. And if somebody sees it almost 2 hour length and they go, yeah, and they click on it, they're going to watch it. And it's worth watching just for some of the cool stuff that happens. Now, going through Samuel's footage that he took with his phone today, as I said, there's a lot of great stuff there. It's a lot less than the Captain's Log. It might only be under 15 minutes of footage, maybe a little more, maybe 20 minutes of footage, which I'll do as a Vegas mission log supplemental or something, and release probably next Friday, maybe. I do have some things I want to review and show you guys for the next captain's log as well, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Gareth says, Stuart, perhaps those people thought you were busy and didn't want to interrupt you. Perhaps some of them did. I mean, we were interviewing people and stuff. Mark Lawrence says Vegas. Heck yeah. Sweet. We were interviewing people and stuff, but I mean, a lot of people, just as we were walking through the hallways, you could see the look in their eye that they recognized us. They give us the live long and prosper, or they, give us a nod or something. I was like, hey, you clearly know who we are, so that's cool. And a lot of people did come up and say hi. I'd say we probably talked to a good 50 or so people that recognized us. Maybe more. There was quite a few, and a lot of them we had really good discussions with. We got to hang out with them in Quark's Bar, and it was just great seeing everybody. And there was a few that we ran into sporadically over the course of the weekend, many times, and yet other people said they were there, and we never saw them. We missed a lot of stuff while we were there too. We missed Michael Westmore, which we wanted to meet up with him because he's been on our channel before. We missed him. We missed a few other actors and things just because we were so busy doing other things and going from panel to panel. It was just so much going on, but it was a fantastic time. Had a really good fun time. Fire Z Gaming says hello. I'll be even better prepared next year, says Mark. And Mark, the shirts. I ordered one from the company that made this one, but without the white border around it, because I got it on a dark gray shirt, and I think it's going to look fantastic. So once I get it, I'll show you that and show you that I don't think we needed the white border, but that doesn't mean the white border is not cool. In case you're wondering, guys, we're talking about if you look at the thumbnail for this video, that is the Trekyards Las Vegas logo that we had done up for this convention for shirts. We do have some shirts available. If you're interested, just send me a direct message, a private message, or email us at trekyards@hotmail.com, and we will try to get you a shirt with that on it if you like. Just saying. So contact us. We'll see what we can do, and we'll get those sent off to you. We have a limited number of sizes and stuff, but yeah. Gareth Rowe says, were you disappointed when there wasn't more Picard news at Las Vegas? Should have held back Frakes and Sirtis news. Yeah, I was absolutely disappointed that there was no news at all. There was a little bit of news on Lower Decks, which we're going to be doing lives this week talking about our post-convention looks at Lower Decks and a few other things. So I'm going to save that for now. But there was some Lower Decks news, which was great. But yeah, Picard, they just blew their load all over San Diego. And I get San Diego's a little bit of a bigger crowd, a bigger audience, more worldwide. But you need to keep something for just the Star Trek fans. And with Star Trek Las Vegas right around the corner, they should have held back. Yeah, maybe the news of Frakes and Sirtis. That would have been great. Or did a ship reveal, or showed us the damn comm badge. I want us to get a clear look at that comm badge. That was our hope, that we'd see the comm badge and be available for purchase at Star Trek Las Vegas. That would have been the perfect promotional thing that they could have done, but they didn't, and I don't know why. So yes, I am disappointed that there wasn't more Picard news, or any Picard news, really. So yes. Daniel Jones says, can't wait to everything. Okay. Can't wait to see everything you guys prepared. Okay, yes. Like I said, Captain Foley personal channel right now. The Captain's Log is up. Otherwise, wait till tomorrow. It'll be released at noon on the Trekyards page. And there is going to be more coming, more behind the scenes footage, different perspectives, because it's from Samuel's phone. So we got a bunch of cool stuff coming up. So you guys will be up to your knees in Trekyards Star Trek Las Vegas stuff if you're interested. We had a great time. It was great seeing Samuel again, and great seeing Mark again. I met Mark Lawrence 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago in LA, and been in touch ever since, and he really helped us out with this trip. He's basically our quartermaster for any California or Nevada trips. So Captain Ron Phillips, any of the actors you interviewed for the first time ever watch or hear of Trekyards? Yes, quite a few of them did, actually. Anthony Rapp is actually a huge Trekyards fan. We didn't get a chance to interview him. He was quite busy, but we did go up and say hi. And as soon as I walked up, he's like, Captain Foley, because he'd talked to Samuel in Birmingham not that long ago, and he recognized Samuel there because he likes to watch our speculation videos. So he's well aware of the channel, and we got a chance to speak with him for a good 10-15 minutes, and that was just fantastic. He's such a nice guy. I really like Anthony Rapp. And it's funny because I was going to give him one of my business cards, and I pulled out the room key and handed it to him, and he's like, "Oh, Captain Foley." And I'm like, "Oh no, that probably a business card would be better." So it was really nice. So he recognized us. Shazad Latif, who plays Vok Tyler, he knows about Trekyards. Doug Jones said my face looked familiar. He should know me. I mentioned Trekyards, and he kind of went, I'm not sure. So there's that one. Quite a few people said that they thought I looked familiar, or they thought we looked familiar. So that means they know about us. A lot of people had heard the name Trekyards, and after we said Trekyards, they'd be like, well, I haven't watched it, but I have heard the name. And that's great that we got the name out there. Mary Shifa, who plays Laurel, she knows us. There's the guy, I can't remember his name right now, something Grant, I think, but he played Tellarite in Discovery a few times, and he was aware of Trekyards. He was doing some Tellarite research and found us, so he recognized us. We got an interview with him, and two of the bridge crew. There's the Asian guy and the black guy. I can't remember their character names. One is Bryce, but anyway, they are big Trekyards fans as well. So it was great to walk up to them, and they knew who we were before we even started talking to them, which was great. So, yeah, I mean, so much cool stuff happened. It was just, it's such an overload of information that I need to go back and rewatch my own captain's log, because there's just so much footage there that I didn't even know that I had taken. And I just gotta, hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Nice thumbnail art there. Was that Mr. Ridley who drew that? Is there any way we can see a full-size version of it? Gareth, that was John Ridley that drew that for us, and I mean, I can share the full-size version. I think I have shared it on the Facebook group Beam Me Up Hottie. I can send it to you if you want. And like I said, there are shirts available should you be interested. Just direct message me or email trekyards@hotmail.com and just put in the subject line t-shirt. Or Vegas t-shirt or something. Mark says it was 4 years ago. Yeah, it doesn't seem that long ago, but it was. Curious to know if the exhibits like the Picard Museum, Borg stage props, Enterprise Bridge, and the usual things at STLV, thinking about attending next year, 2020, and hope Trekyards will attend. I'm hoping to go next year as well. But yes, they had the Borg alcoves, they had the Picard Museum, they had the TOS Enterprise Bridge, they had 10 Forward Lounge, which was actually 10 Forward Lounge. They had the Quarks Bar, which was just the main hangout area, but they had the Quarks Bar sign. They had a TOS transporter. There was a big Gorn backdrop. They had an agonizer booth that you could get into. What else did they have? They had a lot of cool stuff. Black dude is Bryce. Asian guy is Reese. Okay, I got it confused. I thought the Asian guy was Bryce. But thank you, Fleetpaw. Yeah, those guys both knew who we were, which was fantastic. Mark Lawrence, all the more reason the rest of the bridge crew deserves more screen time and character development. Well, I'm sure they'll get that now that they're away from. I hope they do anyway. They said that they've seen the scripts for the first like 4 or 5 episodes, and they're really excited about their roles now. So hopefully they're getting more screen time, getting more love that way. So yeah. Here's a mess. I just realized I was outside and you guys don't care if my hair is messy, do you? Thanks. Is Sam back in the UK now then? Yes, he has been since Tuesday. Well, Wednesday, I guess, was when he got back. Asian guy is Lieutenant Rise, whatever. We also talked to the Black Helms lady. I can't remember her real name or her character's name because they're Nigerian names, and I can't pronounce them. I don't want to butcher them, but she was the sweetest, nicest, and very beautiful. Seeing her in person and just watching her, like, she did an interview with us, and watching her like laugh and just be very jovial. She's a very attractive woman. So, and I didn't think that going in, but Detmer, Lieutenant Detmer or whatever, she didn't want to talk to us. She wanted us to talk to her agent first. Some of the creation people stepped in on a few of the actors and said that we couldn't talk to them. Just stupidity like that. It's really weird. How some are like, yeah, let's do an interview, and others are like, you got to talk to my agents. Or other one's like, no, not right now, or whatever. It was actually kind of interesting, but it's really annoying at the same time. So this is the Foley maneuver. What, checking my hair? Yeah, maybe. Owashikan? Yeah, I don't want to say it wrong. Paul Sherrard puts in $5 Canadian. Thank you very much, Paul. I hope you had a fantastic convention experience. I've never been to a Trek convention. Would you recommend STLV? I would very much recommend STLV, but I also recommend getting there earlier in the week. We arrived on Tuesday. They already had things set up. It only kind of started getting rolling on Wednesday. Like, that's when, everything was kind of available to people. But then the real crowds showed up Friday, Saturday, and a little bit on Sunday. But if you go early, spend a week, and just enjoy each day of it, because there's so much going on each day. Of course, as you get closer to the weekend, the actors come in and stuff. If you guys watched the live I was doing, ran into Rick Sternbach on the live. So if you haven't seen the lives, check those out. They're worth it at least. I'm enjoying 85% of this, as I said when I met you. Oh, I thought you said 90%. I thought you said 90%. Guillermo Mia. Okay, I know who you are. That's good. Gary Newman, that's close. Rees. Right is Rees, by the way. Rees. Owashikam. And he retracted his comment. That's okay. Yeah, check this out, guys. Got me my photo with Tilly. Picked this up early in the week, the ticket for it, and was super excited for it. She's got a lot of hair. That's what I'll say. And I got a gray streak in my hair, but I don't have a gray streak in my hair. It's just because of the lighting. It was really weird. So she ages me. But then the day of that photo shoot, which was the Sunday, it was at 10:25, and I got up early. I got down there at like 9 o'clock, and I was in line waiting for 9 o'clock. The other lines for the other actors had to go through first, so I was just waiting there. But I was first in line to get my picture with Mary Wiseman. She is absolutely a joy. I didn't get much of a chance to speak to her, just kind of said hi. Pleasure meeting you, love your work. And yeah, got to put my arm around her, which was nice. And I was the first one to get my photo with her, so yeah, that was really nice. Didn't get a chance to see her afterwards. I didn't even see her signing autographs. I think she was in the main Nimoy Theater doing that, so she wasn't in the vendor room, which was a bit of a shame. But yeah, would have liked to get an interview with her, but she's one of the more bigger ones in Discovery, the more uppity ups. They kind of take care of her a little bit more, I think. So I was only on Saturday, but next time I'll be there for a few more days. There's also an awesome pinball museum in Vegas that has most Star Trek pinball machines in working condition. Yeah, I wish I would have had more opportunity to see more things in Vegas. I wanted to go to the Rogue Toys place. Last time Sylvie and I were there, we went to Danny's Custom Cars from Counting Cars. We went to the pawn shop from Pawn Stars. We went and saw all those kind of things. But yeah, is she aware of Trekyards? She had heard the name, but she has never seen the show. No, but she had heard the name Trekyards because people in Discovery, the set, they watch it. So that's cool. Fat Produce puts in $5. Sunday is my 32nd birthday. Woo! I've been rewatching Babylon 5 lately. It is surprising how relevant the Earth Forrest Clark's storyline is today. I'd have to go back and watch Babylon 5 to know specifically what you're talking about, but yeah. Star Trek Theory, were any of the actors also fellow Canucks? I'm not sure if any of them were Canadian. I don't know. I just had a conversation with Doug Jones. He was happy that Monday was a civic holiday so that he could go back and get a day's rest before they started filming again. So, yeah. Yeah, Shatner was there. Didn't see Shatner. Didn't even see his talk in the main room. We were doing something. We were getting interviewed or something. We were doing something busy and realized that, shit, we missed that. I would have liked to have seen that, but sounds like you had an awesome time in Vegas. We absolutely did. I actually didn't spend that much. If you watch my captain's log, at the very end of it, if you just want to skip to the end to see what I bought, I got a few things, but I could have bought a lot more. There was a lot I was interested in, but then, shipping it back home or bringing it back home in the suitcase, just a pain in the ass. So I ended up not getting too much, but if you want to see what I picked up, you can see that at the end of the captain's log video. But yeah. That they watch Trekyards on the set. Well, yeah, a few of them do. Ash Tyler did. Stamets does. Hugh had heard of us, the doctor. The doctor wasn't supposed to be there. Dr. Colbert. He was supposed to actually be at his brother's wedding in Geneva, I believe. But when he was flying out of Toronto, his flight to Iceland was late. So as a result, he was going to miss his connecting flight. And no matter what flight he would have taken, as a result, he would have been late for his brother's wedding anyway. So instead, he took a flight from Toronto to Vegas to hang out with his other family, which is the Star Trek family. So that was kind of cool to see him there. There were some really good panels with all the doctors. So you had Neelix, the Doctor, Beverly, Bashir, and then Hugh. So that was pretty great. There's a lot of good panels. The Jason Isaacs was there. Oh, we ran it, talked to Jason Isaacs. That was fantastic. We didn't do an interview with him, but we got a chance to talk to him. He is a nice guy. Really impressed with him. He had not heard of Trekyards, but we handed him a business card and told him all about it. He goes, "That sounds like something I might want to watch. Do I have a lot of catching up to do?" And I said, "Well, we've got about 1,000 episodes out." And he's like, "Oh, well, we don't have that much time." I said, "I don't. Even if you watch one, I'll be happy." He said he'll definitely check it out. So that was fantastic. I told him how much of a fan of Lorca I always was, even though his character was kind of a non-Starfleet regulation captain. And I kind of threw Samuel under the bus and said that Samuel never liked your character. And Samuel just went on to defend himself, saying, "Oh, you just weren't a Federation captain and all this." And it was just a funny conversation. So, but yeah, Jason Isaacs is a lot nicer than you'd expect in person. Yeah. And we didn't have any real bad interactions. We got to speak to Chris Doohan, which was great. The woman that plays Admiral Nechev, whatever her name is, from TNG. Got to meet Nichelle Nichols, which was really nice. Didn't interview her, of course. And had one or two actors that were kind of like, because my views of actors get jaded very easily. And one I had already kind of had a with before, and he just doubled down on that this time when I met him. So I won't say who, but yeah. Anyway, we also got to speak to Jonathan Frakes for a minute or two. He also took the Trekyards card, put it in his pocket. Probably doesn't mean anything. He's probably just going to throw it away later. But we were definitely shaking hands and taking names. So Dr. Colbert is Canadian as well. He used to be on Degrassi. I did not know that. Would have loved to have seen the Doctor panel. It was good. It was good. And Jason Isaac was awesome. Him and Anson Mount, when they were on stage together, were great. Anson Mount was a little bit by himself. People would ask him questions and he'd be like, I would need to think about that. you can just tell he hasn't been on the convention circuit very long. Like he doesn't have those quick fire answers, or that kind of mentality. Like he's very slow and deliberate with his answers, to the point where he didn't answer a lot of the questions. But when Jason Isaacs got up on stage with them and they were sitting together, having back and forth, they're really great together. But on his own, Anson Mount's kind of a little bit, you know. But yeah, Jason Isaacs is one awesome guy. He is. My wife trolled him a bit. I believe you shared a lift with Michelle. Nichelle. Yeah, I shared an elevator with Uhura the one day on the way down, and just shared a few pleasantries with her. And also Michelle, Dr. McKenna from Star Trek Continues, met her for the first time in person, and she's a fantastic individual, very nice. Yeah, I got a good amount of time chatting with her. She's actually going to be, well, I'm not going to say anything. Don't want to give anything away and talk out of class. So, but anyway, yeah. So got some time with her, which is great. Tim Russ was a complete dick when I met him, says a Sea Scout guy. Yeah, I've heard that about him. We've had some interactions with him on Trekyards as well. Samuel had to do some behind the scenes stuff for the Star Trek Renegades, and yeah, just from the interactions we've actually had with him in person, he doesn't impress me much. He wasn't the one that threw me off again this time, though. I think it's better not to say who it is. But any bets on the Doctor of Voyager making an appearance in the Picard series? I would love it. It's a distinct possibility. I would say that would be likely. If they go season 2, 3, maybe. He definitely would fit that mold of being the perfect fit for the show. So. Did you ever tell off the people who kept trying to get you to get the phone cases? Yeah. Each time they did, I was very rude and abrupt with them. I don't know why they're even there. They're in the middle of all this Star Trek stuff, and it's like, apparently they're at a lot of conventions in the area. It's like, how did you get in there? Why would you be allowed there? You're just hassling the people. And after halfway through the trip, they didn't even approach me anymore. Don't they recognize me specifically, or they just kind of gave up on people? Because most people I heard were basically just brushing them off and telling them to fuck off, like, get out of my face. Did you meet Vic Mignogna from Star Trek Continues? Yes, we did. Talked to him a few times. Got some pictures of him with his costumes. He was Kirk disguised as a Romulan with the cloaking device, and he was also Kirk with the EV suit, the suit from Foley and Webb. So yeah, we got to chat with Vic for quite a bit. It's always a shame when your on-screen heroes are lesser or just downright meaner in real life than they are on your TV. Yeah, and I can forgive them if it's once. If they've had a bad day, it's a long day, whatever, a little bit gruff, I can understand that because I get the same way. But when you hear stories about them, and then you also meet them, and each time you meet them, they just outdo themselves for being a dick. It's like, why? It just... Hey, Cap, I'm in the chair now. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Did you allow the commander to... did you allow the commander to live? Hotel rooms can get pretty small. Oh, yeah. Yeah, everything was fine. I mean, we do kind of get on each other's nerves, I think, a little bit after a while, kind of like an old married couple. But the amount of good times and the amount of fun that we had definitely outweighs that. It's just one of those things when you're with somebody too much, little things they do kind of piss you off. But I think overall it was really great, yeah. And you'll see that in the footage, especially when I released the Vegas mission log supplemental, which is the stuff on Samuel's phone. You can really see a good interaction between the two of us. We had a lot of fun. So I met Tim Russ in Atlanta several years ago, and he was as nice as can be. Spent a lot of time talking with fans. Must have been having a good day. That's good. Have a great night, all. I have to head out, Captain. Have fun. See you, Fleetpaw. Don't forget Tuvok is very ill. Huh? Howdy ho, everybody. Not as ill as Tuvix. That's Stuart Ross. Talk about your disappointing heroes. Oh. But yeah, I mean, so I mean, I'm sure you guys have questions or whatever about the convention or whatever. Feel free to ask those. If you can super chat them, that's great. We didn't do any lives really this week. We did the ones from Vegas, but they didn't generate a lot of super chats. We weren't chatting with you guys, and then when we got back, we didn't really do anything. We needed some time to kind of whatever. Next week, we're probably gonna have 4 lives talking about specifically stuff post Vegas and what we think about it, and things like that. So, did Sam make it home with all of his equipment? He did indeed. He did indeed. At least, I think he did. If he didn't, he hasn't told me yet. Brian says, hey Cap, I don't know about you, but from watching all of the YouTubers that went, I'm disappointed with the Vegas show. Well, I mean, I haven't been to the Vegas convention since 2013, and that's before Trekyards existed. So I really enjoyed the convention. I enjoyed meeting fans. I enjoyed everything about it, really. But yes, as far as newsworthy stuff goes, I was very underwhelmed and very disappointed. I expected some kind of reveal. We got a slight reveal, like I said, on the lower decks panel, and then of course the Eagle Moss panel, all the new stuff that Eagle Moss is coming out with. But overall, just super underwhelming and super disappointing, and that's sad. It's sad that they would do that, and like I said, blow their load all over San Diego Comic-Con instead of specifically something for the Trek fans. I find that a little disappointing. But Cap, was there anything you wanted to do or see that you just couldn't get a chance to? Yeah, I wanted to go see. There's a toy store called Rogue Toys. I wanted to go check that out. Didn't get an opportunity. We did quite a bit of stuff on Monday. Went out, got a few things, and then did the Indiegogo fulfillment stuff and all that. So we're kind of busy Monday, and just turned out that we didn't have time to do that, which is a shame. I would have loved to have, but yeah. And Jeff's like, glad you got to meet Niels. So happy. And Niels and I actually have something else in common. He's avid model train enthusiast. He's got Z scale trains, so that's really cool. WP Sam 52. Sorry to keep asking, but I'm in one of your first Las Vegas vids. You showed a TOS teleporter, but in one of your TOS transporter that you said you had ordered. Oh, can you say where that is available from? It is available from Hallmark. They do the Christmas ornaments. They've already released a bunch of their stuff. That's one of the reviews I need to do because I bought all their Christmas ornaments, all the Star Trek Christmas ornaments, and I'll do a review of that soon on a Captain's Log. But in October they have the big, it's like a big transporter thing. It's basically the old transporter ornament. If you had that, I have it downstairs and I've showed it off before. But it's upscaled, and it's available in October. It's from Hallmark, so check that out. Jeff Jacobs puts in $2. Welcome back. Pay at 50. Hashtag Niels like Spike. Hashtag make Jeff pay. Jeff Jacobs, I knew well about the trains. Forgot to tell you. You bastard. But yeah, me and Niels from Eagle Moss, we thanks for introducing us. He's going to be a good friend of mine. That's another cool thing I got to do is meet the Eagle Moss guys and gals. I got to meet my Eagle Moss representative, Anne. She's a real sweetheart. Love her. It was great to meet her in person and hang out with her a little bit. After the show each day, we kind of hung out with them. And they're great people. And it's good to put a face to a name and have that relationship, that one-on-one relationship with somebody. So that's cool. Loved meeting you, Anne. Loved meeting all you Eagle Moss guys. It was great. So yes. Brian McFarlane. Hey Cap, was the Nomad that you saw at the Vegas show from the TOS series or a rebuild from someone else? I didn't get a chance to ask. I think it looked a little small. I think it was a rebuild. It was just a prop that somebody had made. I think those props are actually available for purchase. Like I said, as much as we were there and as much as we wandered around, I didn't have a chance to really look at each vendor. And I realized that like kind of the last day. I'm like, shit, I really haven't looked around much at things I might want to buy or whatever. And that's probably a good thing because I didn't spend any money. But yeah, I mean, the week gets away from you pretty quick. It's like, oh, we got all week. Oh, we still got all week. Oh, we got all week. Oh, shit, it's over. It's like, what? What happened? Those last few days just gone. Captain Ron Phillips, did you or Sam try out any of the Star Trek games they had set up in the dealer room? Yes, Star Trek Dark Frontier, the VR game. Samuel and myself both played that. He actually beat me by a little bit. So his rank was captain, mine was commander, and then the two other people that were playing with us, I don't know who they were. They don't matter. They came in third and fourth. So, but the game switched it up because he won. He got captain rank, and I got commander. No, we should have played again. Mark Lawrence went a few times. He got a really good high score. So, but yeah, it was fun. Really enjoyed that. What was the name of the toy store? It's called Rogue Toys. ROGUE Toys. Captain, not sure why you're not Fleet Admiral yet. Because I won't do anything that makes them get me out of that chair. Because while I'm there, I can make a difference. I don't want to be a Fleet Admiral. I don't want to be an Admiral. Maybe someday, but not today. But not today. Yeah, Gowron was there. Robert O'Reilly. He's a great guy. They were in makeup as Martok and Gowron a few times on the weekend. They had Klingon karaoke. They had a panel together where they did a Klingon rap. That's all in my captain's log. They did a makeup tutorial where they made Robert O'Reilly or Gowron into Krug from Star Trek 3, and it's fantastic. It was awesome. Tom Zeros 48 puts in $2 Canadian. Happy return, Captain. Well, thank you very much, my friend. Very appreciated. The chair is your first best destiny, Captain. Anything else is a waste of material. Yes. The eyes. But not today. Yeah, him and J.G. Hertzler were just awesome. Got to meet Aaron Eisenberg and even Max Grodrick played Rom. That was on the last night we were there, actually. Was it the last night or the second last night? Second last night, I think. Yeah, second last night. No, it was Monday night. It was the last night. We had gone down to the All-American Grill at the Rio, and both myself and Mark, and eating our food, and there's Max scrolling by. We're like, hey, Max. And we had never really talked to him before. He came over and chatted us up for like 10 minutes, talking about his daughter and all this and how much fun he had on the weekend. And it was great to hang out with him. But it almost felt like he thought he should know us. So he came over to talk to us because maybe we had talked to him earlier in the week, which we hadn't. It's almost that's the vibe I got. But at least he was really friendly. So that was really nice to know that Rom is a good guy. I don't know if this has been asked. Any TMP 40th stuff? Yeah, they did a whole panel about the 40th of Star Trek, the motion picture. They also talked about the 4K release, but we weren't at those panels, so I can't really speak to that too much. Tim Russ, who played Tuvok, also played a Klingon once, yes. Yep, there's Mark. Monday night, Max walked up to us, yep. I was quite annoyed with Worf for killing Gowron. Yeah, under the circumstances. Chris says, well, if it was in my power, I would make you Fleet Admiral and you would keep the chair, your choice of ship. See, that I like. I would do that. That's good. Cap, if you had to just... If you had to just go to one TrekCon, which would you choose? Being in the UK, we have to pick the best, I guess. Stuart, I would definitely go to Star Trek Las Vegas. I have not been to Destination Birmingham, but I've seen pictures of it. It just doesn't seem as full and fleshed out as Vegas. Plus, Vegas is Vegas, baby. So much happens in there. You see so much weird shit in the casino just walking through to the convention every day. And just the people are great. It's such great. Go to Vegas. If you can. If you get the opportunity, go to Vegas. And Dan... 23 says 40-year anniversary of the motion picture. Yes, it is. Captain Ron Phillips. I love how intense Rob O'Reilly is in the Klingon computer game from the 90s. Yeah, the interactive VHS game. I have that somewhere. But he's not Gowron in that. He's another Klingon. But yeah. Brad McFarlane. Hey Cap, any good food at Vegas? Did you go to Pawn Star shop? Didn't this time. We drove right by it. We drove right by the Pawn Star shop. But in 2013, when Sylvia and I went, we went in there, and it was pretty cool. As for food, I thought there was a lot of great food. We had some really good meals, and I really enjoyed myself as far as that went. Samuel wasn't quite as pleased with the food, especially the breakfasts and stuff, just because it wasn't what he expected when he ordered it, being from jolly old England and all. But, and it wasn't all spot on as far as perfect food. There's a few things I was disappointed in too, but overall, yeah, I enjoyed the food. It's good to have you back. I hope you eventually have the opportunity to get back to our Inquisitor, Trekyards original. Ah, I see who you are, Mr. Thomas Perron. Oh, maybe you don't want me to say your name. Sorry. Yes, we will get on it. Don't worry. Speaking of, there's something probably mailed out for you now. So, Vegas next year. Consider it booked. Oh, Stuart Ross is booking it. Sweet. I would like to book it right now just to be sure that I could get in, but I don't have the funds right now. I would love to be able to scoop it up and just know ahead of time that I'm going, because right now it's kind of like, am I gonna go back? I don't know. I really want to. I'm coming off that high of being there. I know, like, many times during the year I'll be like, I don't want to go. I'm miserable. I don't want to go. Did you get to see Chase Masterson? Yes, a few times. Didn't meet her in person, unfortunately, but there was a Ferengi family reunion where she was on stage with Nog and Rom in uniform, and they were all in makeup. And of course, we saw her at the at Quark's Bar singing a few nights. And Mark Lawrence says, "Yeah, Samuel, myself, and Mark went to the MGM Grand Buffet. Oh my God." It's so good. Their pasta, their 4-cheese ravioli, their lasagna. Oh my God. That is such a good buffet. If you have the chance, go to the MGM buffet. Jeff, I just recently subscribed to your channel, and I really do appreciate the thorough description of the ships and all the material. Thank you for your passion. Chris is talking. Jeff. I don't know who Jeff is. Are you talking to Jeff Jacobs? I didn't know Jeff had a channel. Are you competing against this, Jeff? Ooh. Dan 23, there's a lot of Rob O'Reilly in Star Trek Klingon. Yes. What is your favorite Enterprise? It's a toss-up between the TOS and the refit. They're essentially the same ship. They have the same spirit, the same skeletal structure, but depends on my mood, time of day, the way the wind's blowing. Sometimes it's TOS. It's pretty much firmly TOS, but every now and then it sways toward the refit. The refit's beautiful, but it's hard. It's a hard call to say one or the other because they're the same ship. So, Chris says, "Sorry, I meant you." Oh, our channel. Thank you. Appreciate that. So, what big news did you hear about Lower Decks? We will talk about that at the Lower Decks Live that we're going to be doing next week. Probably the first live we do. I don't know if it's going to be Monday or Tuesday, but we'll talk about that. There's a little bit of news, not really anything super staggering, but it was at least good enough for us to latch on to. I don't want to give it away here and just, spill the beans, but were most people staying at the Rio or other hotels? A lot of people stay at the Gold Coast across the streets. Quite a few people were staying at other hotels. I really prefer staying at the Rio. It's much more convenient. But I wouldn't rule out staying in another hotel. I would just... The transportation back and forth would be kind of shitty. Because there's sometimes you just want to go to your room and grab something or whatever that you had forgotten. You don't want to lug all that stuff with you. So I love staying at the Rio. Where the convention is where to stay, in my opinion. Okay, Chris, no problem. Thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying the channel and the content. But Was John Eves still missing? Yeah, John Eves was not there, but neither was Doug Drexler. Doug Drexler was supposed to be there, and he had to cancel. And the reason he canceled, and this is not a secret now, the reason he canceled is because he's working in the art department on the Orville. So he was put to work. So that's why he wasn't there. Michael and Denise Okuda were there. I ran into them the first day they arrived, like pretty much right after they arrived, and then I didn't see them again for the rest of the weekend. It was like, oh man, I really wanted to speak to them again. But I got a chance to speak to Denise and Michael, and yeah, Jeff Yards. The refit is so beautiful. It's just majestic and so wonderfully balanced. It's true. The valet is free at the Rio, says Mark. Yeah. Anyone read the new Star Trek novel? They explain why the Enterprise looks so different. It's been modified for nebula travel. What, the refit? Okay. Which book is that? Who's your favorite character or actor overall? That's not fair. I can't answer that. There's too many. It have to be per series, and even then it's kind of hard to do. But Shatner, I mean, Kirk's just fantastic. You know, Shatner, I have a few issues with the actor personally, but apparently those have kind of been cleared up over the years, so who knows. But I think Shatner. He's Canadian. He's Kirk. He's the man. Brian says, hey Cap, did you get your hands on a Discovery phaser? If so, how was the feel and details? I didn't. I saw one of the props, but it do not handle, whatever. And I think I saw another 3D printed one, but I didn't feel it. I didn't get it in my hands. So Jeff Jacobs puts in $2. Jeff Yards, hell yeah, too much work though. Yeah, there's a gentleman, I forget his name, but he was in charge of, it's the USS Las Vegas. It's a Star Trek fan group, or fan club. And he talked to me for a while. He called us the hardest working team in Star Trek as far as YouTube content goes. He's just blown away by the amount of content we do. He's like one of our biggest fans. So it was a great conversation with him. But he said, you guys are the experts. You guys are the hardest working people. The amount of stuff you put out and how much you enjoy doing it, it's amazing. It's like, I love hearing stuff like that. I love hearing that. Yeah, Discovery didn't release a new Enterprise novel. Yes, they did. Is that why Riker kept turning down commands? Too much work. You know, no, because captains don't have as much work as commanders. Think about it. The captain's, okay, yeah, he's got those, split-second decisions to make. He's got those life-or-death decisions to make. But a lot of the time, it's just in between those things, right? Think about it. It's shit rolls downhill. The captain's at the top, the commander's right underneath him, and the commander gets shit from the captain for if any of the departments aren't doing their job. He gets shit, and then the commander has to go give the department head shit, and then that has to trickle down to the people that actually are the fuck-ups, like the ensigns. So the commander is responsible for ship-wide operations, being in touch with all the department heads, making sure they have their assignments, the commander's got a lot more work to do than a captain. So that wouldn't be the reason that Riker wouldn't have accepted command. Being a captain's where it's at. Trust me, I know. But yeah. Is it just me? But as far as announcements go, this year was a letdown at Vegas. Absolutely it was. 100%. Okay, my shuttle has arrived. Must depart. Take care, Captain and gentlemen. Live long and prosper. See you later, Chris. Yeah, guys, hit like. Everybody hit like. We have 72 people. A lot more than I thought I'd have for an impromptu live like this, but I appreciate it. If you guys can super chat, please do. Like I said, our super chats are really down this week because we just weren't doing any. It'll help out and kind of restuff the coffers of the Trekyards PayPal or account. If you can, that's great. If you can't, I totally understand that. That's totally fine. I hate pimping out and asking for super chats and stuff, but one of those necessary evils, unfortunately. So yeah, I have to hold up my blue Vegas sign. This is the one that Sylvia and I got when we were in Vegas in 2013. I bought her one exactly like this because she needed one for work. because she's in HR and stuff, and a lot of things that are said can't be let out on the floor. So when they have meetings, it's like, guys, this is Vegas. So it happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas. So she wanted me to get one of these signs to whenever they're having their meetings, turn this on. If this is on, what's being talked about will not leave the room. So I thought that was kind of cool, but it's a really nice sign. It's a little tiny sign. Took me forever to find one too. Samuel and I went on a hunt to a bunch of souvenir shops. None of them had them. We finally found one in the Rio that did. They had 2 left, and so that was good. But yeah, those are cool little signs. Sorry, the sun's kind of trickling in because it's the afternoon. It's slowly creeping around this way. It's getting on my computer screen. It's hard to see. Did you go to Old Vegas? No, we didn't have a chance to get down to Fremont Street, unfortunately. I really wanted to. Samuel wanted to, but we just didn't get the chance. Mark, next time. Jarzia puts in $5 Canadian. I know was mostly joking at Jeff's comment. Riker was the best first officer because he took care of the minutia, so Picard could focus on the big stuff. Yes, that's what first officers do. That's their job. Hey, Kat, did you see any Elvis in Vegas? Actually, I didn't personally see any Elvis impersonators in Vegas. Usually you see 1 or 2 wandering around, but I did not, no. Mark says you got it, yeah. Fremont Street has to be on the list next time. Next year, Samuel might not go. Next year just might be me and Sylvia. Me and Sylvia might go. A lot of people were asking, where's the Admiral? Is Sylvia with you? And it's like, no, she's not. Well, why not? Well, because she stayed at home and was working. But yeah, I would like to go again with Sylvia, especially considering, we were married there. It's our anniversary around then. It would just be perfect to go again. And plus, people want to see her and meet her. So I've got loads of those. They had a Las Vegas convention at the hotel I work at, and they left about 50 of those things behind. Did they? Because they're expensive. It's $30. $30 for this. US dollars. I would love some if you could send me some. You could send me 2 or 3. I would be immensely happy as long as they work. They're really cool, and I do model train stuff, so I would like to put one on my on my layout somewhere. I think that'd be cool. But this one's up here in the ready room. This is just a souvenir from when we were in Vegas, and I think it's awesome. So if you have, I would love some of the signs if you could get them to me. Go to Fremont Street only at night. During the day, it's kind of a poo hole. Yeah, well, that's when I would go. That's when in 2013 when we went at night. I was really disappointed that my buddy Noel wasn't in Vegas this year. We met Noel in 2013. Great guy. Showed us around, and I've been in touch ever since. He's come and visited a few times, but he unfortunately couldn't make it down, which is a shame. I would have liked to have seen him. I really enjoyed your Star Trek Las Vegas streams, almost like being there. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed them. That was the whole point. I wanted to make it seem like you were there with us. I take it Samuel has gone back to England. Yes, he has. Run into Doomcock. Anti-Tracker spent any time with Macaranda. Alright. Doomcock wasn't there as far as we know. Anti-Tracker wasn't there because he's been having back issues and he wasn't going to Vegas this year, which is a shame. I would really like to meet Anti-Tracker. Him and I are good friends. He is a really good guy. I really want to meet him in person. World Class Bullshitters was there. Midnight's Edge was there. I think there's 2 Midnight's Edge guys. That's the 2 we talked to anyway. And Macaranda was there. I ran into her 3 times, but Samuel and myself both ran into her twice. And we chatted a little bit, but not too much. But yeah, it was great to meet other YouTubers. So, yeah. I hear you, Jeff. Not enough time in the week. That's true. But yeah, yeah. So like I said, I didn't buy much that when I was there, but what I got I really like, and it's really cool stuff. So if you have the opportunity and you're subscribed to the Captain Foley personal channel, go check out the 2 hour captain's log just of the trip. Lots of great footage in there. You get all the hints and sneak peeks of all the actors we did interviews with, all the celebrities we did interviews with, so you can kind of get a feel for what to expect coming up on the channel. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the Captain Foley personal channel, you can check the same video out tomorrow because it's being released on the Trekyards channel tomorrow. I held it back from today's release till tomorrow. And yeah, and expect a lot more stuff, a lot of interviews, and just fantastic footage and stuff from the trip. It was great. So yeah, I'm kind of running out of things to say, and my mouth is getting dry. 61 of you watching. Everybody hit like, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click notify, and keep us in your thoughts. I was going to say in your thoughts, but it doesn't make sense. That doesn't make much sense. It sounds kind of silly. Keep us on your mind, because we're going to be doing a few lives this week. So check the Facebook page, check the YouTube. Make sure you click the notification icon so you get notified when we upload. Because we will be doing a few lives this week talking about stuff we did learn in Vegas. There were little nuggets and things dropped throughout, you know, some panels that you can kind of use to make some pretty interesting deductions, even for the Picard series. They weren't really reveals per se, they were just little slips of the tongue, or little, you know, little things you can use to form some interesting hypothesis with. So if you want to check those out, be sure to check out our lives this week. Hey Cap, with Discovery Season 3 coming, Picard in the works, Lower Decks soon, and the Vegas show done, are you getting re-energized to doing a lot of Trekyards in the coming months? Yes. Although last night, this happens to me a lot with depression and anxiety. Last night I was lying in bed going, when and how is Trekyards going to end? There's so many interesting behind-the-scenes Star Trek stories of Alec Peters and Vic Mignogna being friends, and then not being friends, and being bitter enemies, and James Cawley being friends with Vic or Alec, and you know, Alec filming on James's sets, and then, oh, they're bitter enemies. So all three of them are all bitter enemies, and they've had this falling out. I was wondering, what's going to happen with Trekyards? Is something going to happen between me and Samuel? We're going to have a falling out where we absolutely hate each other, and 20 years from now, it's like, yeah, don't talk about that guy. And what happens if Trekyards just stopped? What happens if tomorrow we just decide we're done, we're not making an announcement, we're just going to stop producing Trekyards? Would anybody notice? How long would it take for you guys to miss us? There's YouTubers I followed that just disappeared, and you don't realize they disappeared until like 2 years later. You're like, holy shit, I haven't seen any videos by them. And go check, and they haven't released anything in forever. Will Trekyards be the same? I don't know. Captain Ron Phillips puts in $2. Any in dealer room you regret not getting? Anything in the dealer room I regret not getting? Quite a few things. One of them was even not Star Trek related. There's like a big F-14, like 1/18th scale F-14, and it was $3,500. It all lit up. Everything worked on it. The air brakes went up. The hook went down. The landing gear went down. Like I said, all the instruments lit up. The canopy went up. The nose cone went up so you could see the radar. And it was huge. It was huge, 1/18th scale. Like, but I have nowhere to put it, and I don't have $3,500. So that one I really regret. I wish I could have scooped it. But Jeff Jacobs puts in $2. Paying for 50 and drink. Hashtag cap drink like Spike. You want me to drink? I don't have a drink. I'd have to go get something to drink. Like water. Now that you are both back, make more ship review videos. I need my ship porn. Yeah, we'll try. Yes, we still do ships. I'm so sick of hearing that. Are you guys going to do ships again? Yes, we've got ships filmed and some edited that'll be released later. We just can't release them all at once, one after the other. But yes. What happened with Collie? I know Vic got me too'd. What? Oh, me too'd. I'll just. I don't want to get into it. Just look it up. I mean, Alec Peters filmed the little vignette on Captain Garth on James Colley's sets, and then there was a falling out, and Rob Burnett and Alec Peters were there filming, and James was there letting them use the sets, and now Alec's suing Robert Burnett, and Rob Burnett doesn't have anything to do with Alec Peters, and James Colley hates Alec Peters, and James Colley hates Vic Mignogna, even though they used to work together. It's just so much going on. I don't want that to happen. Devin says, I would be pissed if you just quit, Captain. Thank you. Gary says, it depends on you guys. It can all work out. Yeah, well, we have nothing against each other. It's just, it'd be interesting to see, Jeff says, you have real friends all around you, Cap. Well, thank you. Brian says, hi, Cap. I know what you mean. It's like some of the great rock and roll bands. They all eventually break up over something. Yeah, and it's petty bullshit, generally. Jarzia puts in $5 Canadian. Thank you very much, Jarzia. All I can say is let's make sure history never forgets the name. Trekyards. That I like. We should put that on a t-shirt. Speaking of t-shirts, if you want one of the Trekyards Las Vegas 2019 shirts, feel free to message me directly or email us at trekyards@hotmail.com and just put in the subject line Vegas t-shirt. And if you want to know what it looks like, just look at the thumbnail for this video. We're here for you, Cap, says Captain Ron. Thank you. The Enterprise D for 2000 was quite legit. It was. I wish they had it lit up, but they were having a problem with the power supply. It was fluctuating because they had moved it from another convention from San Diego. And when they plugged it in, the lights were like, boom, boom. So they're like, we're just going to unplug this. But yeah, it was on sale. There was a con exclusive to have. You could get it for $1,701 instead of $2,000. It's at STLV. So. Jersey, also, I feel you on the depression. Been there on and off for over a decade. I've been dealing with depression for over 20 years now. It's a son of a bitch, but Saladin. LOL, just kidding. Yes, we did leave that vodka with you, Mark. Yeah, I did say I was parched, Jeff. I need to get a drink, but I'll continue when I'm done talking. I'll go get a drink. How was Quark's Bar? Anything like Star Trek: The Experience at the Hilton in Vegas? Probably not. I was never at the experience, unfortunately. They didn't have, the bartenders weren't dressed as Ferengis or whatever. They did have the shelves in the background though with the funky bottles, and there was a blue drink that was called James T.E.A. Kirk. Don't know what was in it. I don't remember what was in it. They listed the ingredients. It was really good. But I think it should have been called Romulan Ale because it was blue. But, whatever. Really good. If they are close to me, I can just meet up. Mark, what are you talking about? Your relationship with Samuel is not entangled with egos, and all those named are not the same. True, but yeah, it's the thoughts that go through your head, like what's going to happen. Eventually, Trekyards is going to have to end at some point. What's going to be the thing that ends Trekyards? When's the last Trekyards video going to be made? There's a last time you held your daughter's hand. There's a last time you picked up your daughter and held her and she rested her head on your shoulder. There's a last time for all these things, and you don't realize they're the last time until you look back and it's like 10 years ago, and you're like, God damn, if I wish I'd known that was the last time, I would have relished in it a little more. So what's going to happen with Trekyards? Nothing lasts forever, and it's just, I can't see any end to Trekyards anytime soon because we have Picard, we have Discovery, we have Lower Decks, we have all this stuff coming up, and there's just so much Trek on the horizon. We're going to be busy for a while, so don't worry, we're not going anywhere. It's just something that makes you think, when is that breaking point? We're coming up on 5 years in October. Are we going to last 10 years? Are we going to last 15 years? And what's the replayability of these videos. We have what are called evergreen videos. They're not based on current events necessarily. They're reviews of shows that people are going to be watching forever. They're people, when they do ship research, they search out our videos and they watch the videos to get information about the ships. So they're called ever fresh videos. They're always fresh. They're always being rewatched, reshared and things like that. So how long is it going to take for Trekyards to be a forgotten memory? These are just the things I think about sometimes when I'm lying in bed at night. So anyway, okay, yes, if you're near Mark, depending on where you are, Mark has the shirts to mail out. So if you're near him, he can run one over to you if you aren't going to be weirded out by some guy bringing you over a shirt. But he's in California, so. But otherwise, yes, we'll be able to get those shirts mailed out for you. We have a few different sizes and stuff, so just let us know. Can't control that. Just do your best. Always worry about the things you can control. You have a lot of material to review and discuss. The Trek versus Hughes. This is true. This is true. Tom Zeros 48, $5 Canadian. Thank you. You can't know what will happen, therefore just enjoy every moment. This is very true as well. What is your most popular video, by the way? The most popular video on Trekyards is our video on the Orville, when it first came out, talking about the ship. Talking about the USS Orville. It's got 217,000 likes, I believe, or watches. The next one is the Ares class, part 1 of the USS Ares. And then the third most popular video is Saucer Separation Part 1. Trekyards, please go to Birmingham. Please go to Birmingham. Would like to meet you. I'm going there. Have hotel room and flight booked. That's the plan. It's still on the books for me to go to England, the UK in October, to go to Birmingham. So fingers crossed that works out. But hey Cap, I love Trekyards, but I miss the Captain Channel live streams, off-the-wall videos of your travels to air shows, etc. Well, I still do those for my Captain's Logs when I go to things. I just haven't been anything lately. Plus, make sure you subscribe to the Captain Foley personal channel, because there's going to be stuff over there that's not on Trekyards anymore, like videos about Transformers and all that kind of shit. So I just haven't had much chance to make videos about that stuff. So, but yes, don't worry, they're not going anywhere. And if Trekyards ends, I'll always be on here doing my thing as Captain Foley, doing other stuff. There's always other stuff to talk about. So you'll have a final episode where you play poker across the airwaves with each other, and you'll end the episode by saying, "Should have done this a long time ago." That's heartwarming. And then I'll say, "I don't want the game to end." And Samuel will say, "I can see that, Captain." And I'll be like, "And we fooled your asses. That's right, Trekyards is not over. We have another 2.5, 3 years planned." Dun dun dun. Hey, Stuart and gang. Hello. Don't forget all the Fleet Yards content you guys put out. Love of ships. That's right. So I got the sun streaming across my screen, and it's covered in dust. MCM Comic Con in London is on the same date as Birmingham show. That sucks. Sorry for no punctuation. You should be, man. So an hour and 13 minutes. I'm kind of running out of things to say, guys. Do you have any questions or anything? Would love to hang out with you guys some more, but if you go less than 7 years, you aren't a successful Trekkie. Laughing my fucking ass off. Oh, it's true. Well, TOS only went for 3 seasons. And we're already surpassed that. We've already surpassed Enterprise. I don't know, that's for 4 seasons. And these are seasons. These are only 24 episodes a season. We do 52 episodes at least a year. And it's going to be 5 years in October. Plus all the bonus content we put out, plus our lives and reviews and all the captain's logs and all the extra stuff. So we got every Star Trek series beat as far as quantity of stuff. So will there be any TMP screenings in Canada? Probably. I haven't looked into it yet, but there probably will be. Probably at the Silver City near me. Did y'all get any pictures of any of the actors? We did. We got pictures with a lot of the actors. They're all on Samuel's phone, which I actually have the stuff. I have his files here because he transferred them over to me before he left, but I haven't looked through them. So yes, we got pictures with a lot of the actors. I got a picture with Tilly, dun, 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 Captain Foley, and Captain Killy. I just love her hair. It was so... I saw her hair and I'm like, whoa, damn. What was the very best part of Star Trek Las Vegas for you personally? Getting to meet all the Trekyards fans. To be recognized, have people come up to us and say, you know, I love what you guys do. You do some great work. And I love your positive approach to things. Sorry, I had some stuff on the lens there. Just meeting all the Trekyards fans. That was my personal favorite thing about Star Trek Las Vegas. Hey Cap, I just figured out that we, the subscribers, are part of the Trekyards history. All the stupid Trekyards live chat comments that I've made will be forever stored on YouTube. Or until YouTube dies. YouTube will eventually die, I'm sure, and then I don't know what's happened to Trekyards. That's the other thing I was contemplating. Everybody's saying that YouTube is dying, YouTube is failing, YouTube is going to go under, blah, 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 blah. Even if that's in 4 years, what happens to Trekyards after that? We need somebody to document all the Trekyards, save this history of Trekyards. The first Trekyards live video I saw was you and Stuart showing pictures of different ladies in TOS uniforms. Oh, you mean me and Samuel? Because I'm Stuart. Jeff Jacobs, $2. Paying just because of success of getting Tilly's photo with Tilly. Yes. I had to pay $80 for that photo, though, so... The Admiral must be jealous of that pic with Tilly. She is not. She's only jealous that she wasn't there to meet her as well. When I sent it to her, she's like, wow, you look sexy. I love the gray streak in your hair. And I'm like, that's just the lighting. But yeah, she's not jealous in that way. She's a good woman. So, love the lens flare. What are your hopes for the new series? I hope it's good. Can you download your episodes and save them on a hard drive? Yes, that would be a lot of freaking work, though. I've transferred a lot of them over to Captain Foley personal channel. Not Trekyard specific stuff, just all my early stuff on the channel and all my kind of personal stuff. And that's taking forever. I've kind of stopped that. I haven't done that in a while. It's something I need to do. Thanks for the reminder. Trekyard's Memory Alpha. Yeah, we need a backup of the Trekyard stuff. I would love for somebody to make a Memory Alpha page for Trekyards. I think we deserve it at this point. We've done enough for the community that I think we should be recognized officially. When are you and the Admiral planning on reviewing more Star Trek episodes? It's a good question. Sometime. Do you guys really miss Sylvia? Last time she was on, we were outside, and she was feeling too hot. She didn't feel good. It wasn't the best experience for her or you guys, probably. So she feels like she's kind of let you guys down and doesn't want to be seen anymore. So I'll tell her that you guys are asking. Jeff, let me know what was said that was deleted because I didn't see it. Devin, when's the next drinking live? I've been saving hashtag CapDrink and hashtag SamDrink. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Jeff. Not sure when that's going to be. We'll see. Need a special occasion of some kind. I'm sure we'll find an excuse for one eventually. How much Trek stuff do you have in your office? Could you do an office tour video one day? I have. I've done quite a few of those. I've done a Ready Room tour when the Ready Room was finished. That was like an hour and a bit long. I've done a downstairs Trekyards command where I have my computer and all my other stuff set up. I've done a video of that. I've actually done a few of them over the years. So just look up Trekyards tour. At Trekyards and tour, we'll pull up those ones. Those are the tags we use for those. So, office, you mean his basement or where he is right now? Where he is right now, yeah. Well, this is my Ready Room upstairs. And like I said, I just not that long ago, probably under a year ago, just did a video of everything in this room when it was finished because we were proud to get this room finished. And I kind of talk about each piece individually. Now the pieces have changed or moved around somewhat, but it's still pretty much the same setup. So go check that out. Trekyards. Sorry, excuse me, I got gas. In the YouTube search engine, just type in Trekyards Ready Room Tour, and you'll be able to watch it. It is fun. What? Oh, shut up, Apple Watch. Admiral is always appreciated here. Not just me, get her back. It's fun to see the Admiral with you and others on live streams. Thank you, Raj. If there was only one Star Trek ship you could blow up out of spite, what would it be? The JJ Prize. The JJ Prize. He has done a few tours of the room. Yes, I have. Cool, thanks. We'll check those out. Yes, check them out. Let me know what you think. But yeah, like I said, kind of run out of things to talk about. I do have something I can maybe show you guys that I just recently got from my brother. My oldest brother Steve is one of the main reasons I'm into Star Trek. He was a huge Star Trek fan, especially specifically Spock. And recently he had to move. And way back when he was in high school, he had to do a woodworking project. This is like all over the place as far as the story goes. But anyway, what I'm about to show you is something that he made in that woodworking class when he was in high school, which is 30 years ago, maybe, forever ago. And he has no room for it right now. He thought I might enjoy holding on to it, and I definitely do. So I'm going to show that to you now, and it's something he made with his own little hands. And here it is here. It is a Vulcan lyre. It's a Vulcan instrument. And, you know, it's a high school project. It doesn't have the knob down here or anything. It's just got like... It's got like fishing line, but pretty cool. And I'm going to hold on to this until he needs it back, until he has room for it again. So I'm holding on to that for him, and yeah, it makes me want to build one of my own, actually. This was all done just using the Franz Joseph technical manual. The picture of it in there was blown up, photocopied, blown up, traced out on wood, cut out, and I mean, it's not in tune. Bitter dregs. Bitter dregs. Anyway, so there you go. That's something that's added to the Ready Room as of late. So, hopefully you guys like that. Jeff Jacobs puts in $2. Oh my effing god, your brother is amazing, incredibly sweet. Yes, thank you. Jill, 47, $2. Just finished watching the entire TNG series. Yay. Jill, haven't seen you for a while. Thank you very much, by the way, for your recent donation and, of course, for the super chat. Missed you. Have you been watching our TNG reviews? They will be coming back. Don't worry, guys. We probably won't do any this week, but the following week we'll be back to the TNG reviews. I'm not sure where we left off exactly. I have to take a look, but it took 2 months to watch all the TNG. Yeah, it takes a while. But glad to have you back, Jill. Good to see you. Can you tune fishing line? LOL. Probably not. Probably not. I wonder if you could replace those with guitar strings. I think it'd be possible. But anyway, pretty cool. So, there you go. But an hour and 25 minutes. I think we'll call it quits at an hour and a half. Just because I'm getting tired and thirsty and I just need to go do something else. All the right notes, not necessarily in the right order. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I got a busy weekend. Yesterday was my anniversary with Sylvia. Tomorrow is my son's birthday. We're also having some family over tomorrow to celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday because my son is camping. And then Sunday I have a CSCS event, compact sport, whatever. Going with my brother-in-law, driving the Camaro down to that. He's driving his Honda Del Sol. So we're doing the car thing on Sunday. Got a busy weekend planned, so I don't know if I'll be doing another live this weekend. I was thinking of maybe doing one tomorrow, and then I thought, nah, screw it, I'm going to do it today. And that's what this was, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah, thank you guys for watching so much. Like I said, another 4 minutes or so of me chatting, and then we'll call it a wrap for today. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully people watch it back on the replay and enjoy it as well. So, good night, Cap. Great to see you home safe and sound. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much, Ron. It's not night yet, though. It won't be night for a while. Huh, I doubt he'll get that reference. What reference? Did I miss a reference? Later's, Cap. Catch you on the next one. All right, Robert Hayes, what are you talking about? Which reference are you referring to? What, all the right notes, not necessarily in the right order? It sounds familiar, but yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. Glad to see you recovering from STLV. Great stream. See everyone in the next one. Have a great weekend. 58 watching and 57 likes. Hashtag like spike. Thank you, Raj. Thank you for the stream. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you didn't watch, I wouldn't be doing streams, so sounds like a great weekend. Jealousy here. Yeah, hopefully everything goes well. But yeah, lots planned this weekend. So, and then next week we're gonna have lots of lives for you to catch up with you guys and tell you guys our thoughts on some of the news and nuggets that we pulled out of the Vegas panels that we can talk about. There's a lot of great stuff there. No big announcements per se, but small little things that make you put 2 and 2 together. And you know, when you put 2 and 2 together, you know what you get: 22. You don't get 4. A lot of people think you get 4. You don't. You get 22 if you put 2 and 2 together. But if you add 2 and 2, then you get 4. But if you just put them together, it's just 22. You know what I'm saying? Which is a catch-22, I guess, kind of. The more calm and wise joke about the notes in the right order. I'll have to look that up. But yes, knew it sounded familiar. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. You guys are fantastic, and I'm glad that glad that I'm back. I'm glad that you're looking forward to great content, because we got a lot of great stuff from Vegas filmed. And like I said, if you want to check out the Captain's Log right now, if you're bored and have 2 hours to kill, it's over on the Captain Foley personal channel, or you can wait till tomorrow. It's going to be released at noon tomorrow on the main Trekyards channel. And there's going to be a lot more behind-the-scenes footage coming, plus lots of great interviews. If you watch the Captain's Log video, you're going to see and get hints at all the interviews we're going to be doing. You're going to see behind the scenes of those, and just so you can see the actors that we've talked to. Got a good lineup, lots to look forward to, and we're excited to do that for you guys. So, But anyway, guys, I am out of here. Thank you very much for joining me. Live long and prosper, every one of you. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye, everybody.